What is up, Bikes and Bass Army? It's your boy Jay back at it again with a quick message. This week is kind of special because I'm emptying my queue of videos that I have saved on my laptop, which means quite a few uploads this week and a lot of content for you guys to enjoy at home. So just do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Love y'all. Peace. What is up, Bikes and Bass Army? It's your boy Jay back at it again with another video. This one's a little different. Kind of hurt me to make to have to talk about the incident that messed my pride up so bad. But you know what? It was something that I had to talk about. It was something that I said I was going to talk about and tell some people what happened, because a lot of people have been asking me. The other day on my way to work, yes, I wrecked. It wasn't anything that hasn't probably happened to the best of motorcyclists out there, but when you're in that panic situation, you react a little differently than intended at some points. So let me break it down for you exactly what happened. So it was, you know, just any other day riding to work. If you saw Motovlog number 3 speed run, then you know what I'm talking about. But you know, just a ride to work like any other day, nothing too crazy. And I took 309 that day. I'm not gonna take 309 today because I'm not really running late, so it's not really urgent that I get there right away. Oh my goodness, traffic is a little interesting. But riding up there, I was just getting off at 309, and I was literally about 2 minutes from my job. Sorry if the audio got different. I opened my visor, so I'm a little hot, but got 2 minutes from my job, and it was a little wet outside that day because it had just rained the night before, so ground was a little wet. Now, was I going too fast for the conditions? That's arguable.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying?
Was I going too fast for the conditions? That's arguable.
Oh my gosh, stop lying.
It wasn't raining and the ground wasn't super wet, but at the same time, should have been more wary of that, which is why this was most likely my fault.
No shit.
But getting off of 309 and the what is that road called? I'll probably put it on the screen because I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called Lower State Road or something like that. Got off of 309 to hop on 63, and at the traffic light, it was about to turn yellow. The guy that was directly in front of me sped up as though he was going to go through the light. So, you know, I was getting prepared myself to stop for the light because, you know, I wasn't going to make it. But I didn't intend for him to slam on his brakes after realizing that he himself wasn't going to make it, and I had to brake. Unfortunately for me, I ended up in the center of the lane, which, if you're a rider, you know that as the oil slick, pretty much. The area in the center of the lane where all the fluids from the cars drip to. Oh, come on, man. The area in the lane where all the fluids to the cars end up dripping. Anything coming off of a vehicle that could possibly become a slick spot is there. Now, heartbreaking in that zone. It's a dicey maneuver, but like I said, it was last minute. It was last second. pretty much an emergency braking procedure, and braking there wasn't really a smart move, but you know, it was a panic. So unfortunately for me, I ended up locking the front wheel, and in the slick spot I was in, that didn't end very well for me, and the bike ended up going down. Now it went down on the left side, and thank goodness I'm at a light so I can show you guys real fast the damage if this light isn't about to change right away. It's not. Okay, so if you can see, my shifter is bent up on this side. I don't know if you noticed, but while I was riding down here, my I'm not holding the bars perfectly straight, and that's because the top half of my forks got twisted from this bar hitting the ground. Sucks, but that's what happened. Now, after it happened, you know, the immediate shock of, no, that didn't really just happen. I didn't just wreck my bike. You know, it's just, there were so many thoughts running through my mind at that moment, all of which involved, oh crap, my bike. Like, you know, it's, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, you should be worried about yourself and this and that, but in reality, most people, when they crash, are more worried about the fact that, you know, hey, they just wrecked their bike, then are they okay? Because the adrenaline running through you, even though it wasn't a high-speed crash, the fact that you crashed at all is going to pump that adrenaline through your veins, and you're not going to be thinking 100% straight. Like, your leg could be falling off, and, you know, you're getting up and walking around, or trying to get up and walk around because, you know, you're not thinking straight. Now, the bike actually, when it fell, landed on my ankle, and you know, it didn't really do much. My ankle was just a little bit sore for the rest of the day. Actually, if I turn it a certain way now, it's a little bit sore, because I mean, like I said, it's only been a couple days, but the bike fell, and I'm actually glad it hit my ankle, because if it wasn't for the bike hitting my ankle, it would have scraped the side of the bike up on the ground. So, you know, I'd rather take a sore ankle than have to possibly buy a new body panel for the bike, because they're a little bit hard to come by. This bike being a 93 and all, and, you know, finding a part that's paint matching and everything, because I said it before, I want to keep this bike clean. Want to keep it nice looking, and wrecking wasn't part of what I wanted to do there. So after that situation happened, I picked the bike up off the ground, and I picked the bike up off the ground and was very relieved to see that it wasn't leaking any fluids, because that was probably my main concern initially when it went down. Was, oh man, I hope I didn't just, you know, break the engine casing and now I got oil all over the place. Thankfully, that didn't happen. So, you know, the side of the engine casing had minor scratches on it, which actually shocked me, because, you know, knocking a 300-pound bike into the ground didn't really strike me as something minor. But, you know, the bike actually took it very well. I picked it up, it started right up, you know, can't kill a Honda. It started right up, didn't give me any issue. And I rode it the rest of the way to work. Still made it to work on time, miraculously, after that. So, unfortunately, for me, the job that I work, since I'm a security guard, I don't have, or at my location, I don't have a lunch break per se. But there is an amount of downtime that we do have when we're currently not dealing with something happening. So, you know, there is downtime, but I can't really leave the building. So I had to wait until I got off to really take a look at the bike and see if it was, you know, good to ride home and everything. But I mean, it rode me to work, so I wasn't I wasn't super concerned about it, you know, falling apart on the way home or something like that. Keep the wind out the mic, close the visor up. Ooh, that was a nice Vic. Oh, also, quick story. So coming up here one day, I actually almost ran into the back of somebody because they were learning how to drive, and we were coming through here. There's a Fox body parked right there. Actually, there it is. I was looking at, and this person jammed their brakes to turn on that little street right there, right in front of me. Mind you, this is how fast it happened. See, I'm looking at that house like that. That's how fast I looked away, looked back, and almost rear-ended that person. Goes to show, you don't really want to take your eyes off the road, like, ever. Like I barely, like, after that happened, I barely did that. Doesn't matter what I'm looking at. Now, when I say taking my eyes off the road, I don't mean like, oh, I just glance to the side with my eyes to look at something. No, I mean, I don't even like really turn my head to look at stuff anymore because that happened. I want to keep everything in my peripheral, make sure that I'm paying the utmost attention so that I don't end myself in that situation. Now you may be wondering, oh, well, how'd you know that person was student driving or learning how to drive? Well, coming off of what is that? Is that Limekiln Pike? I think that's Limekiln Pike. Coming off of Limekiln Pike, they were the way they were turning. Okay, I'm not sure why we slowed down so much. The way they were turning, they were almost coming to a complete stop every time they turned. Just the way they were driving super duper slow. And you know, you might say, oh, that might have been an elderly person. I've seen elderly people drive and they can still make complete turns without coming to a full stop to do it. But I mean, there was a car originally. There was a car between me and that person, and the car actually turned onto another street, and I ended up directly behind them, and pretty much got to see exactly how they were driving. Now, if you're wondering what just happened there, I caught neutral, which is a little bit easier to do now that my shifter is crooked, but it's manageable. And like I said, that stuff happens. So yeah, so goes to show, pay attention on the road. People are going to do stupid things in front of you, and they're going to make you have to defend yourself, drive defensively, whether you're in a car or on a bike. Now, in a car it's important, but on a bike it's way more important. In a car, you have a box around you, you have something that's going to protect you in the event of an accident. On a bike, you got your helmet and whatever jacket or something you got on, and that's about it. That's all you got. You don't got anything more than that. Oh, whoa, nah. The average person that's just riding with a helmet and a motorcycle jacket and gloves and stuff, is what I'm talking about. But if you're, you know, on a sport bike and you got the full tracksuit on, you got the airbag vest on and everything, well then yeah, that's one thing. But I mean, the average person just commuting like me is probably just gonna have on exactly what I have on, which is just a helmet, a motorcycle jacket, some gloves, and that's about it. Oh my gosh, that strap is getting on my nerves. I don't know if you can hear that tapping, but the GoPro strap. I didn't strap it down because well, when I get to my job, I kind of gotta be quick about taking the camera off. They're not too big on people recording stuff, so I gotta, as soon as I stop, you know, reach up, take the GoPro off, which is why I don't strap it. I have full confidence in my mount. If it falls off, I just go back and get it. But you know, this mount isn't going anywhere. Oh, somebody's exhaust smells nice. And speaking of nice, there's actually a house up here that they usually got some goodies in the driveway. And here it is. What they got out there today? Got a Civic over there. Usually there's a Camaro and a Trans Am in that driveway. I don't know where they've been the past couple of days. They just haven't been there. But the way that I'm going, oh wow, it's an Explorer ST. I've never really seen one up close. Got the nice quad exhaust going on back here, but I've never really seen them up close too much. They look pretty nice, at least from the back. But what was I about to say? Oh, the way that I'm taking right now, taking Welsh Road and everything up towards Montgomeryville, is the way that I ride when I'm coming home. And it's just because I enjoy the back roads at night, like just back roads at night, just with country music playing in my ears. I don't know why, it's just such a vibe. I might use my days off next week to take a ride up to Kutztown and the surrounding areas, just for the roads. But as you can see, the bike is okay. Bike is okay. It's fully rideable. It's not falling apart or anything. So it's still, I still use it to commute because, you know, at the moment it's all I've got. I'm gonna put it in the shop soon. I found a set of front forks on eBay for like 150 bucks, and then I'm most likely gonna order just to replace these. But like I said, I'll take it by the shop first, get it checked out, see what they recommend me doing, because it's crooked right now, and it's only really a concern on the back roads because it doesn't feel sketchy. It's only really a concern on the back roads with me having my high beam on, because the beam points ever so slightly. The beam points ever so slightly into oncoming traffic. Now, if you're on a road like this, that doesn't really matter. But if you're on a back road, in the middle of the night, and you got to worry about blinding oncoming drivers, so what I end up doing is I just go up and I just cut the light off. Like when I'm behind them, I just, you know, when I'm behind people on the back roads, you know, naturally being nice to people, you just Turn your high beam off if you're directly behind them, so you're not shining it directly in their mirrors and blinding them. Most people don't do that, even though I see it as a form of common courtesy. It's something you should be doing, but most people don't do that. But when it comes to oncoming traffic, I do it the most. Oh my gosh, this person is on my back. Chill out. But what was I saying? That just threw off my whole thought process. Oh, so usually what I do when I'm on the back roads is when I see an oncoming car, I just whoop, flick it off, and when I pass them, flick it back on. Simple as that. Just as a common courtesy, because and there's people that do it for me too. When they see me coming on the back roads, they turn off their especially if they got the bright LED ones. I just see them flick it off real quick, and then when I see them flick it back on in my mirror after they pass me, and I'm thankful for little stuff like that, because there's not a whole lot of courtesy out here on these roads, and people even doing simple stuff like that, it's helpful, especially because it's dark out there, and all of a sudden you got bright light in your face, and then after it passes you can't see again because it's bright. You look towards the rightmost side of the road to look away from it, just so you're not looking directly into it, but it still leaves spots in your eyes if you weren't fast enough. So another thing to be aware of. But get to work, get my paperwork done that I gotta get done, and then I'm gonna get to editing when I have the time. Sorry about the snorts, my allergies. But get to editing the videos that I have backed up for you guys. I have a small queue of videos. What I'm gonna try to do is get at least one main vlog out a week, and then the rest of it I'm gonna try to keep filling up with YouTube shorts. Those seem to be doing pretty well. It's a nice vet. Oh sh**. Come on, people, I gotta be to work soon. I literally only took this way because I figured people would at least be driving the speed limit. And I got 2 minutes. It'd be nice if we could hurry up. You guys are going to make me late. Get some pep in our steps here. Speed limit is 40. Oh, okay. We're sort of doing that. Oh, that's a long line of traffic. That explains a lot of everything that's going on right now. But yeah, I think I'm gonna walk in the door exactly on time, which I try not to do. I try to get there at least like a couple minutes early, but you know, it's stuck in traffic. What can you do? All we gotta do is make these next 2 traffic lights and we should be good. Actually, no, I forgot about this one. 3 traffic lights. Come on, people. Like, I literally don't want all my videos where I record my ride to work to end up like speed run, because speed run was literally supposed to be like a one-time thing, but it's how the rest of the vlogs are turning out now. Bad luck to record while you're going to work, I'm guessing. And I gotta clean my visor up as soon as I get there because it's looking bad right now. It's very, very foggy. And it started last night with the condensation and me wiping the visor off and stuff while I was riding, and it's streaked up, hazed up, not good at all. Usually traffic is moving back here. Come on. Well, in any event, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I'm a few traffic lights away. So if you guys could help me out and like, subscribe, drop a comment, and make sure you turn on post notifications. I noticed my last couple vids, some of my viewers were like, oh, I didn't even know you dropped a video. Well, turn on all post notifications and you will know when I drop a video, and that'll help you out greatly. Actually, this is where the accident happened, right there where that Corolla, it was a Corolla, was sitting at the light, was where I crashed at, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.